Yeah, this is your boy T Nasty, and I got another dope video for y'all, man. It's my weekly wrestling reacts. I promise that I'll do it every Friday after SmackDown. So here we go. Hope y'all enjoy it. And I tried to do a thing with my Dallas Mavericks, reacting to every Dallas Maverick game this season, but they blocked one of my videos, and another video had like audio issues. The Streamlabs suck for whatever reason. They keep changing my settings every time I open it for whatever reason, bro. Like, I consistently have the same settings every reaction. Every time I record on Streamlabs, for some odd reason, it tends to like change my settings automatically by itself. I'm not even doing nothing different. All I do is just load up Streamlabs and press record. You know what I'm saying? So I got to keep in mind to check my settings every time I try to record. You know what I'm saying? It sucks, but I have to do it just so I don't have to lose footage of my reactions, because, you know what I'm saying, a brother ain't gonna try to react to something twice. You know what I'm saying? It's weird if I had to do that. But my Mavericks, they blocked me on one video, and I can't do it no more. Like, I can deal with like them demonetizing the video, but like if you blocking me, I don't have nothing to show to my audience. So it is what it is, bro. I would love to react to my every Dallas Maverick game like I wanted to, but it just like they just blocking it. So it is what it is. But without further ado, I'm sitting here yapping. God, I do a lot more yapping the older I get. Without further ado, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave us some comments. Let's go and get to this reaction.
He's the bomb, but does he have enough left? Power line.
Sorry. 10 WWE finishers executed in the worst way. Okay.
Oh, man!
10 of the most iconic WWE moves executed in the worst way. Number 10, Roman Reigns' spear to Brock Lesnar. WrestleMania 38 was main evented by a winner-takes-all showdown between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. The match was passable, but some fans quite rightly...
Let's talk about the spear, bro. The spear is so protected. Like, you had like the sweet chin music, which people are super kicking to death now these days. And it's not even a pin. It's a kick out every time. The DDT kicked out every time. What else? The cutters now are getting kicked out every time. Only cutter that don't get kicked out is Randy Orton's, bro. But the spear though, well, I guess Bobby Lashley's spear got kicked out. Pretty much every time the spear get dealt is almost a pin every time.
Question if the match was good enough to main event the biggest show of the year. The match was also known for Reigns delivering the worst spear of his career. In big matches, Reigns is prone to bouncing off the ropes in quick succession to gain momentum before delivering the spear. And when he did this during the match, Lesnar wasn't cooperating. Unfortunately, Lesnar failed to rotate, and this meant that Reigns had to deliver the spear to the back of Lesnar. It looked incredibly awkward, yet Reigns did the right thing by still attempting to deliver the move, as it would have looked even worse if Reigns just abandoned the move at the very last moment. Number 9, Randy Orton's RKO to Triple H. When an injury occurs in a matchup, it drastically changes how the injured wrestler performs. They may be unable to put weight on a certain body part, and this will in turn make taking bumps extremely difficult. At the 2007 New Year's Revolution pay-per-view, Triple H would once again suffer a quad tear, and in typical Triple H fashion, he decided to continue wrestling even though he could barely move. Triple H was in agonizing pain, and it was on full display when Triple H attempted to take an RKO from his arch-rival Randy Orton. Instead of taking the traditional front face bump, the game simply fell down in a heap. It was a brave move for Orton to deliver, as there was no way Triple H could have possibly taken the required bump. Now, with all that being said, major credit should be offered towards Triple H for even attempting to wrestle after his injury, yet in hindsight it would have been in his best interest to be taken out of the match with immediate effect. Number 8, Brock Lesnar's F5 to A-Train. On paper, the F5 is an easy move to deliver, and over the years it's been established as one of the safest moves to take. But with that being said, during Brock Lesnar's first WWE run, he managed to deliver the worst version of the move on an episode of SmackDown, and it was so bad that his opponent A-Train landed on his head. The landing looked truly horrific, and it was so bad that even the commentary team visibly reacted in horror. There was an instant concern that A-Train may have broken his neck, and it was a true miracle that he was perfectly fine. It had been speculated that the size and thickness of A-Train's neck helped him avoid injury, and if this was a smaller wrestler who took the same landing, then it would have been a completely different story. Number 7, Rey Mysterio's 619 to Wade Barrett and Dolph Ziggler. For the 619 to look great, the setup has to look convincing,
Hey,
or
honestly,
else
that's
it
how all my
destroys the
goddamn
illusion
F5s
of the move
look, to
itself.
be real.
In 2011, Rey Mysterio was set to perform a double 619 on Wade Barrett and Dolph Ziggler, and when Mysterio kicked Ziggler into the ropes, Ziggler landed on his knees and
Bro, I wish Wade Barrett got in better shape. I think if Wade Barrett was yoked up, Wade Barrett wouldn't. He'd probably been over. Honestly, he just looked it. He looked too slim to me, bro. You really couldn't get behind Wade Barrett like that. That Bad News Barrett, on the other hand, was over. For whatever reason, Vince didn't want to push that dude.
he was a considerable distance away from where Mysterio would need to hit the move. Ziggler simply crawled on his knees to the ropes, and whilst it did look terrible, Ziggler had
That
no
looked
choice,
horrible,
and it would have
bro.
looked horrendous if Ziggler didn't get to the ropes. Number
I
6,
remember that.
Vicky
That looked
Guerrero's
horrible.
spear to Edge. Vicky Guerrero rarely wrestled, and for damn good reason. Whilst Guerrero was incredible on the microphone, her in-ring skills were less developed, and her moves often looked less than stellar. Guerrero is known for delivering the worst spear of all time, and she tried to deliver the move on Edge during an episode of SmackDown in 2011.
I remember
When
this.
Guerrero hit the move, she hilariously bounced off Edge's waist, and she ended up in noticeable pain. Of course, this spot was designed to be comedic, as Guerrero delivering a spear on Edge, and Edge selling it as if it was a genuine move, would have no doubt impacted the credibility of one of WWE's top stars.
Edge has
Number
the
5,
worst
Cody
spears
Rhodes' Cody Cutter to
ever.
Carmelo Hayes. Cody Rhodes' Cody Cutter has been a staple of
It
his
looks
moveset
horrible.
for some
It's
time now,
unbelievable.
and it's virtually impossible to
He's too
see a
small
modern-day Rhodes match without
to
seeing
finish
the
somebody with a
established
spear, bro.
signature move. There is a huge risk when delivering the
I ain't
move,
gonna
as
lie. The Cody Cutter, matter of fact, he hit one tonight from the top rope that was incredible. And shout out Ludwig Kaiser, because even though like Cody was like his momentum carried him too far back, Ludwig Kaiser still made it look pretty good, bro. So shout out to Ludwig Kaiser on that, because it could have looked horrible, but he made it look good, bro.
the move itself
But
involves
as far as
Rhodes springboarding into a
as far
cutter,
as the
so he has to
Cody,
make sure his
I
opponent
love
and
this
himself
move,
are in the
bro.
right place at the right time. When Rhodes wrestled Carmelo Hayes on SmackDown in 2024,
Yeah,
it
almost
looked
should
like
be
the
his
planned
finisher,
spot was a
honestly.
mid-air Cody Cutter. If landed, this would have looked truly incredible, yet unfortunately both men landed on the mat in a heap, and it didn't look the best. It was an ambitious spot that should have been rehearsed beforehand, and it would have been welcomed if the two tried to replicate the spot when they have a rematch down the line.
Oh,
Number
that was a
4,
botch? I
Stone
thought it
Cold
was, like,
Steve Austin stunner
before
to
it
Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon has taken hundreds of Stone Cold stunners over the years, but when it came to his sell of the move at WrestleMania 38, it was so bad that even Stone Cold himself burst into hysterics. On night 2 of the
That
show,
was
McMahon would
terrible.
defeat Pat McAfee in an impromptu matchup, and as McMahon and his protege
Vince won
Austin
that
Theory
one?
were celebrating,
Look
the
at
guy
Vince, bro.
shattered,
Hey, Vince
and
all
Austin
yoked up,
stormed
bro.
down to the ring. Austin hit an
Nah.
incredible stunner
That's crazy, dog, because I'm half that dude's age right now, bro. And I don't look nearly what I'm supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your boy's still kind of, yeah, put my arm down, bro. Yeesh. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I gotta get some definition in this goddamn arm, bro. And you see it's there. You know what I'm saying? I got no definition, man. A little fat going on right there, but I gotta change that. But shout out to Vince McMahon for being that age and looking that yoked up.
on Theory, and then Austin hit
You know
the
what I'm saying?
single worst stunner of all time on the former WWE chairman.
Look at Vince.
Once Austin kicked McMahon in
his
the
80s looking
midsection,
like that.
Vince awkwardly stumbled into the ropes, and then Austin had to literally grab his
I
head
almost
to attempt the
wanna- I
move
almost
again.
wanna do better,
McMahon
man.
then awkwardly stumbled to the ground in
Hey,
a manner
Vince gonna
never
be hitting
seen
the gym
before
right
in a
now.
WWE ring. According to the reports at the time, McMahon was quick to acknowledge that the sell wasn't his finest performance. However, he stated that as long as people were entertained
He
and
is
found humor
80
in the
though, bro.
situation, then it truly didn't matter.
How old
Now,
is
of
he?
course, this isn't the
I think
first
he
time in
probably in the
WWE
high
history
70s,
that a
yeah.
member of the McMahon family took a truly horrific stunner. In 2005, on the Raw Homecoming, Linda
Linda
McMahon took the move
the
in one of the
worst
most
stunner
unusual
ever.
ways possible, and Austin himself has expressed regret in delivering the move to
Oh,
her.
shit. I'm
Number
tripping.
3,
Vince
Triple
is just
H's
79.
pedigree to Goldberg. Triple H's pedigree is one of the most straightforward wrestling moves to take. The wrestler taking the move will just perform a front face bump, or they can, like Kane, take their move on their knees all the time.
When it came to Triple H's pedigree, I almost wish he kept the underhook. You know what I'm saying? When he hooked him, his arms like that, I wish he took the underhook all the way down to the ground to make it more believable. You know what I'm saying? When he releases it, it just looked like they're just taking a flat face bump. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look as devastating if he kept the underhook in while he was going down to the ground.
Without a doubt, the worst version of the move took place on
But the
Raw in
pedigree is like-
2003, and it surfaced when Goldberg was taking a vicious beatdown from Evolution. During this beatdown, Triple H would get set to perform the pedigree on his arch rival,
people hating
when
on Triple
suddenly
H.
Goldberg just fell to the ground. It was almost as if Goldberg was getting set to take the
Goldberg was
bump
terrible,
early.
bro.
After a few awkward moments, Triple H simply repeated the move again. As they always did, Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler on commentary did.
I get, because I grew up watching WCW and Raw War, and they protected the hell out of Goldberg the whole time because the matches was fast and stuff like that, which was a detriment to him because he could have got better. Like, yeah, he was a terrible wrestler, but he was strong. He was yoked up. He had the look. You know what I'm saying? It made sense, but it didn't help him develop into, like, when it comes to like wrestling, like real wrestlers and stuff like that. It looks crazy. Undertaker, Triple H, Bray Wyatt. Now, the matches looked horrible because he haven't had proper training, bro. Goldberg wasn't a real wrestler, bro. And because of WCW, bro, he didn't become a real wrestler just because they little short ass matches.
Did a great job in covering for the botch, but unfortunately, it did become the talking point of what should have become a memorable segment in the Triple H versus Goldberg rivalry. Number 2, Randy Orton's RKO to The Undertaker.
What?
Due to the extended rivalry between Orton and The Undertaker, the dead man had taken dozens of RKOs, so when he took the worst looking RKO of all time in late 2005, it left fans baffled. A match between Rey Mysterio and The Big Show would be broken down after numerous names interfered, and when the dead man made his presence felt in the aftermath, Orton appeared and delivered an RKO to his nemesis. In a bizarre moment, The Undertaker decided to take the RKO as if Orton had just hit him with a swinging net breaker. It was very strange, and it was possible that due to the angle the RKO was delivered in, the dead man thought it was the best but decided to take the...
They got an RKO shirt like that? The NWO style? Oh, man, I gotta find that one. I want that one.
RKO as if Orton had just hit him with a swinging net breaker. It was very strange, and it was possible that due to the angle the RKO was delivered in, the dead man...
Hey, my boy's still wrestling, bro. Still, and he's paused, but he still looks good. You can tell he's a little older. My boy is still yoked up and everything.
Thought it was the best way to take the bump. And number 1, Drew McIntyre's Claymore to CM Punk. The Bad Blood Hell in a Cell showdown between McIntyre and Punk received universal praise from fans. The match was widely regarded as one of the best Hell in a Cell encounters WWE have ever produced, and the match even received 5 stars from Dave Meltzer. A lot of the praise went towards both McIntyre and Punk putting their bodies through various barbaric and heinous bumps.
It's not even like a lot of people get off on like the ECW style or the AEW style where like more gore. You know what I'm saying? The more gore, the more better. The more the crazy spots are better. But like, they still, even with that style, because it's not normally WWE style, they still put a little bit of that WWE in that gore. You know what I'm saying? It still looked great to me. That was one of the best matches I've seen all year, I think. Besides, like one of the Carmelo Hayes and your boy. Ric Flair's stepson, son-in-law, I'm gonna say, Andrade and Carmelo Hayes had good matches. I think Sheamus had a good match with, I think Sheamus match with Ludwig Kaiser probably was his worst match all year, to be real, because he been like I'm saying bangers after banger after banger. You know what I'm saying? He been doing great this year, bro. But other than that, man, this is up there for me, bro.
Take, for instance, a notable spot in the match that saw McIntyre go for his Claymore kick, only for Punk to move out the way. And
as I pause, sorry for pausing so much, because, like, I really do enjoy wrestling. I have a lot to say. I don't think these reactions do it any justice. So I'm thinking about not turning the channel into, like, a wrestling channel, but speaking more on wrestling. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all enjoy my opinions, if you want me to expand my wrestling. Not trying to get away from what I do on the channel, which I've been leaning more to wrestling reactions anyway, so I might just start a wrestling channel. I might turn this into a wrestling channel. Let me know how y'all feel about that. if y'all here for the wrestling reactions and stuff like that, or y'all want to hear me talk wrestling, y'all let me know in the comment section. Like, hey, T Nasty, you should turn this thing into the wrestling channel, because I do it. Because I got a lot to say about wrestling.
McIntyre would land with a back bump onto the steel steps.
That like it hurt it.
The idea behind this spot was that McIntyre's entire back would land on the steel. However, that's not what happened. Instead, McIntyre basically landed on the edge of the steel, and the bump was so scary that the referee instantly stepped in to check that McIntyre was okay. It was reported after the match that McIntyre would be taking some time off to heal, which was completely understandable. And it was a miracle that there weren't any confirmed reports that either McIntyre or Punk were badly injured during the match.
I'm surprised he didn't slip a disc doing that move, bro. I know a wrestler's built this kind of callous over the years of doing that, but man, that looked rough. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Sorry for yapping, but like I said before, I have a lot of wrestling on my mind. Especially after watching SmackDown, which was a great SmackDown, by the way. And I can go on and on about that SmackDown just alone. So just thinking about it, bro. Y'all let me know in the comment section, because I will, if y'all let me know that's what y'all want, turn this thing into a wrestling channel. But it's your boy T Nasty, man. Holla at your boy, and I'm out.